on air when we're live so that I don't say anything incorrect. Like
we're live now. We just want to test the audio before we...
Testing.
It's live now.
Testing,
Can
1,
we
2,
just...
3.
Okay.
Testing, Molana. Your hat looks amazing. Wow.
Okay, we're live now, and let me just check the audio.
Is that hair under your hat, or are you just happy to see me? I don't know where that was. Oh yeah, buddy. How you going, fellas?
Assalamu alaikum, mate.
Wa alaikum assalam. Sheikh Irfan, what's cooking, good looking?
You've got the same problems last time. You're only getting the main camera. It's that camera there. No, it always happens with this one.
Whoa.
There was a button that we need to press. Switch off the camera.
Irfan, aren't you meant to be like our camera guy?
Just let him concentrate.
Yep.
Okay, so just...
Okay.
Have you switched it off? That camera, have you switched it off?
It's off now.
Yeah, there you go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, shall we move on?
Second.
Okay.
His one's okay. Mine's okay.
Okay, shall we move on?
Okay, yours good. Which one's the first one? You've got the audio down to the low. Whose is that? Whose is that?
That's no one's.
Okay, that's the extra one. Okay. I mean, it goes through one thing, so I don't know why I'm worried. All the three mics go. As long as we get one mic, then...
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Watch it, mashallah.
No money, no honey.
Welcome back.
Thanks, mate. How you going? I went from the land of...
You went to the BRICS.
Oh, yeah, I did go to the BRICS.
Yeah.
Hey, is it true that India got voted out of the BRICS Security Council or the Inner Circle?
I think there were maybe...
Taken out of it?
Security Council, is it?
It's not a Security Council. It's an Inner Circle or something. That's something to research maybe for next week.
They are the Inner Circle. They're the five...
Yeah, but
they're the eye.
No, but I think but that's what people were saying. Like, what's going to happen with the eye? While you look that up, I'll answer Irfan's question.
They maybe put
mashallah,
they put a P in there, you know.
This guy's on a high, mashallah. A trip he made, a holiday trip, and then a new phone.
Bro,
mashallah.
this phone, guys, this is a plug for Oppo, so feel free
Oppo
to give me your
is that the slave labor?
Find N3 phone, please, because I'm plugging this on my podcast. But seriously, Reno 11, last phone I had was an Oppo, lasted me 4.5 years.
Mashallah.
I said, this is, actually, you know what, the missus got me this because she got over me having to restart my phone all the time. Every time I used Navigator and then a phone call came in, I had to restart my phone because I couldn't hang up.
What phone did you have before?
Oppo.
Oh, you had one before?
I bought that 4.5 years ago.
Okay.
So that was...
How was it?
It's amazing.
Yeah?
It trips me out. This is $450, bro.
Yeah.
So what I originally wanted was the Find N3, which is the Oppo Fold. It looks sick.
Is it like a double or what is it?
Yeah, the Fold phone.
What's the 3 one? There's a 3 one.
Yeah, that's Huawei. We're not getting it. We're not getting it. We're not getting it.
Yeah, we're missing.
You know how much Huawei phones are? The trifold on
like $3,000, isn't it?
11.5 grand at the moment.
Fine.
No.
People have bought this phone when it first came out, and now they're selling it on eBay. The last time I saw for $11,500.
Trifold.
So how badly do you want the trifold phone, basically?
Oh, wow.
If I had the cash, I'd buy it. If I had a spare 11.5K, I'd buy
just
it.
for a phone. I mean, you know, you can get. I bought a tablet, like just because I need to, because I'm carrying so many books, so I just put PDF'd all the books, and so.
Studious of you.
But like, it's a $300 tablet.
Yeah,
it's actually just for reading. It's only for reading. I don't do it for nothing else. It's my library.
Anything else?
Huh?
You need to be doing more reading?
No, like not for videoing, nothing. Just purely as my library that I carry. Like it's replaced like 20 books that I take to madrasa with me. So like I had like a bag. I had like
Does it have the same barakah?
I had like Woolies. It was reducing the barakah in my arm.
But does it have the same effect of reading from a tablet?
It's the same book, just sits in a...
No, but from a tablet instead of a book.
I mean,
there's something nice.
He was the guy that was against... His forefathers were against the printing press. They kept Ummah back.
No. For me, it's more about...
It's true.
Like when you read a novel from a book, for example,
I think
it's different to read... reading a novel from a book is different to reading a novel from...
There is no Islamic restriction on...
I'm not talking about Islamic restrictions.
There is something to be said about Allama bil qalam, that Allah says he taught by the pen. But the thing is, like, you're not learning by the pen. You're learning by the printing press. So I think it's just the next step. But
is it though?
But what's the books that I have on it?
Yeah, but what if
is the books that are printed and they're just scanned and
how
put
do
on?
you know? But how do you know the books that you have on it are
Copyrighted.
not adulterated and they've been changed bits and pieces?
From the badness of the scans,
Yeah, okay.
how badly they scanned.
See, that's
like
all right.
it was some guy that's
Is it a legal thing because copyrighted or
How do you know I haven't purchased these on Kindle?
Wow.
This is my Kindle library.
He just wrecked you, bro. He just
Yeah.
wrecked you. So getting back to my Oppo phone,
Yeah.
because I want Oppo to give me a fold phone. Somebody, if someone out there is savvy with this, like send a clip shot of me talking about Oppo to Oppo, and let's see if they let's test it out. See if they give me a fold phone. Find N3, guys. Find N3. But this Reno 11, the 13th has just come out, but bro, it's pretty impressive, man.
showing his now?
No, it's actually pretty cool.
It's from Officeworks.
He's showing,
Size doesn't matter, bro. We have
it's-
like.
No, it's not that.
I
It's
get
just,
my phone out, so he gets his tablet out. Show your tablet for the camera.
Yeah,
Show your
yeah.
tablet for the camera.
no,
Come on.
it's not about that.
Yours is bigger than mine,
like,
Maulana.
like for
much
example,
bigger.
See, look, the book is just there.
Show me.
You can
Actually,
write
show
on
me,
it.
turn around.
Yeah.
Okay, show the camera. That's actually quite impressive.
what is it
Yeah.
called?
No, the camera can't see it, dude.
Yeah, I know. So which camera? This one.
Your camera.
Yeah,
Put it
there
in
you go.
front.
So this is a Lenovo Pad
Let me have a look.
Tablet 2 or something.
Let me feel
It's
your.
$300.
Let me hold yours, and you can hold mine.
$300.
You want to hold mine?
No, I don't want to hold yours. But it's like
Lenovo pen.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Grow up, man. Grow up. You're 40
I'm
years
just.
old.
I'm 30s, 39.
Grow up, man.
It's
Get your mind out the gutter.
yeah. Don't move the pages, man. It's my,
Oh, sorry.
it's like it's my That's the It's really good. Like
MashaAllah.
But I
mean,
thought before that you had a
How much was that?
you had a remarkable. No?
yeah, that's just.
Oh, here we go. What's the difference with that and the other?
No, Remarkable is good for taking notes. It's more natural. It doesn't have the screen light.
Okay, so why didn't you get another one of those?
Because that was really slow. The refresh rate was really slow. It's like it's an e-ink, right? So
Yeah.
the battery lasts for ages, for a week. But the thing is, it's just very.
Well, what's e-ink?
It's like instead of like using light, it injects ink into the screen,
Come on.
Yeah,
like a Kindle,
it's a
like an
pepper
ebook
free.
reader.
Oh.
So you're only using external light. I mean, the new one's a bit more fancy, but
Yeah.
so it's basically there's like little in the screen. There's little ink things that they generate an image. So if you don't
How do you
refresh,
know it's not? You're not throwing it.
so if you don't refresh it, it just stays there because it's like a physical thing that's actually in the screen. So
I love how you ignore me.
yeah, because it's stupid. I filter out stupidity. Astaghfirullah.
See?
So anyway,
he's part of the system.
How was the trip?
how was your trip? Yeah.
It was quick, man.
How long you did? How long you? So you went to Hyderabad?
So no, I went to a few countries.
Oh, okay.
So it was 9 days.
Yeah.
I was with a few people, three more people, four of us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the missus, it was some of the kids.
Yep.
Hyderabad for 4 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Malaysia 1 day. We did more, I reckon, in 1 day that most people do in a week.
In
Bang,
Malaysia.
bang, bang. Yeah, it was just crazy. We had a cool taxi driver,
Yeah.
Uber driver. So she showed us around a lot. Wendy. Shout out to Wendy. Good job, Wendy.
Bukit Bintang.
Huh? Yeah, the works. The works.
Huh?
With Pink Mosque,
Yeah.
the markets, like the works. Everyone.
Yeah.
We used to start after Fajr, and then
Yeah.
knock out late, but then wake up the next morning. So there, and then we went to Bangkok. No money, no honey.
Yeah.
And then from there we went to Singapore. And as you've said, I'm not telling my Bangkok story.
Mm.
That's fine. It's not R-rated or X-rated, guys.
Yeah. Please, whatever stays in Bangkok. What happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok. You don't want to know. All right.
I sat in the shower for 3 days later,
Washing away.
washing away the dirt.
Yeah. It is. It's.
Bangkok's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Muslim areas of Bangkok are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No. I mean, Bangkok. I
Bro,
have. Yeah.
they're beautiful.
It is.
mashallah.
It's.
I'll actually but if you go to Bangkok, advice next time I go, hotel near the train station, like the Airbus or air train or whatever they call it, and just use that. Do not go in Bangkok traffic.
Mm,
You're just stuck.
yeah.
You just sit there and it's like, wow, I could have walked faster than this.
Yeah.
And they've got a very good metro or railway.
Yeah.
And
Just.
let's not talk about anything else.
Yeah.
All right, nothing happened in like this. Nothing happened in Bangkok. Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said she was a man. He said she was a man.
Yeah,
Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah.
that's
But,
some sick stuff there. I mean, it's in that does exist in a lot of those Asian countries, in the non-Muslim
Yeah,
countries.
you'd know, wouldn't you?
Well,
How do you know,
Let me
Maulana?
tell you a story. I was
When I was a young man.
I was with a friend in Singapore.
A friend.
In Singapore,
Okay, guys, friend.
we missed our
Friend.
flight. We missed our flight, so we had to
Yeah.
come back at night time and go through Little India. And so I didn't have my glasses at that time. I wasn't wearing glasses. I had bad eyesight,
Yeah,
but I didn't wear
He's
glasses.
got the story worked out perfectly. so there's no
Night
repercussions.
show, I
So
can't
is
see.
it Indonesian?
I didn't do it.
His Indonesian brothers with me,
I
and
can't see nighttime.
I said, we're going through that area, and as we're arriving at the we're arriving at the
Little India
mosque
is
at
hectic.
night time,
Yeah.
and then and I said, astaghfirullah, like it's fitna everywhere, and he goes to me, goes, what the hell are you talking about? And I said, there's like ladies not covered properly. He goes, they're not ladies, bro. but when it's blurred, yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, astaghfirullah.
Are you of the school of I'll give anything a go once, as long as no one finds out?
No, astaghfirullah. Anyway, Allah protect Ummah from that
I
nonsense.
mean, but
India, how was India? That's where we mainly stayed, isn't it?
no, it was 4 days, 4 nights. So,
Oh,
out
in
of it.
India.
So it was everywhere.
But how was India?
It
How's
was just-
how's the
it was
progress,
busy.
the
It was-
development?
Oh, it's really.
How's the bricks going?
Brother.
Why are they coming here then?
I'll tell you one thing, technology-wise,
Yeah,
ease of payment-wise,
yeah.
like at shops,
They're all electronic now.
we don't compete.
Yeah.
We don't compete.
What's
You order Uber, and the auto comes, the tuk-tuk
and
on Uber. The motorbikes are coming.
what's the difference between that and a
No,
Uber here?
No, what I'm talking about is payments.
So how do you pay?
Huh? Not just those guys. You can pay cash. You can pay whatever.
But that's the
going
same.
to the littlest. No, but you got to remember, India is very different to Australia. in
If I
terms
go
of
to Woolies,
infrastructure.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's different.
Chinese pay systems they're implementing now in India, but
No, they don't implement Chinese systems. TikTok's banned.
No. Chinese, like they mastered electronic payments. Like if you see
But
the way,
that's what I'm talking about. For a country like that, it was unexpected for me.
but the way they can bypass because they're building a new system, they can bypass the old system.
Yeah, and they just get the best
With a phone. Yeah.
with what works. But for everything's digital now.
So for example, like if I go to like a pawn shop,
Yeah,
I
bang,
won't
just-
explain what a pawn is.
Everyone's got
Google pawn teeth.
Everyone's,
QR code.
oh, bro, everyone's got a QR code.
QR code, yeah.
Every shop has
So
got
what do you mean by QR code?
Every shop just have this printout of a QR code sitting there.
Paytm.
The guy just focuses, bang, Google Money, Google Wallet, whatever, however. I didn't even figure out how it works.
Oh, you go to Google Wallet and then. But what's the difference between me
Google
double
Pay.
pressing the side of my phone and just paying an electronic? It's quicker. That's quicker
No.
than a QR code.
No, this is what
Yeah.
I mean. You don't need people that don't need their FPOS machines.
Yeah, it's cheaper than
The
saying.
QR code is it.
Oh, there's no machine, but your phone is being used as.
Your phone is the FPOS
But it's
machine.
in terms of effort and time, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's like you're doing the QR code.
Yeah, for the shopkeeper, it's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to have
He,
infrastructure there.
he needs nothing.
Yeah.
You just literally go bang.
No internet,
boom,
no
done.
services, nothing.
It's ridiculous.
And how do you put the price in? You have to give it over to
You do
oily
it. You know,
fingers
you put the price in.
in front of him. You have to show him.
No, you just put the price in.
So that's not
paid, and
quicker.
then you show him. That's it. No, bro. I don't think you understand. You got to see it.
I
you
don't
gotta
see
see it
how
in
that's
action.
quicker than just like double pressing your side of. That's what I do, and the face
There was
recognize.
times.
and just tap.
Okay, there was
But-
times where there were shops. You know, when you go with cousins or whatever, everyone's. I want to pay. You pay. Whatever like that. So I'm getting my phone out, trying to pay on the system. Right. So as well, the
And how
guy's
do they
trying to put it
confirm?
through.
On their phone.
No, they get a message on their phone, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pay on the system. By the time that's done, one of my cousins like, it's already done. Within a split second before I could even open my phone.
I think you're just slow. I think I still
think
can't see it.
You've got to see it in action, experience it.
Yeah.
I think Wajid is appreciating
I think
from
'cause
last
I
time.
think-
I'm appreciating the jump.
that's the jump.
I think that's the thing. It's not
The-
necessarily
the
fast. It's
exponential-
fast
no.
for them.
No, the exponential, it is faster than us. The exponential increase in technology compared to Australia.
Yeah, because they're already advanced here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so just catching up.
They've overtaken.
I don't think so.
They've overtaken. No, I'm not talking about roads and traffic and, water and sanitary and
What do you mean overtaking,
toilets.
man? No.
technology-wise, yeah, bro.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, bro.
In what systems?
The payment one, you have already proven that it's the
We
same.
are much ahead, yeah, plastic. I mean,
I think, I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to it.
I think because you're like you're comparing it to what it was there before,
well, yeah.
not necessarily
No, I
Australia.
agree, yes, high jump and all that. You're appreciating me, but it's not better than
You don't reckon it is? I don't know. We'll have
Yeah.
to. Well, why don't you go on a tour and do a
Yeah.
We
third
should
world
do
country.
we should do a podcast tour of
So
India or Pakistan if
Yeah.
you want, or Brazil.
yeah,
God.
Yo.
Start from Malaysia to Bangkok.
that was Malaysia. Malaysia's already there, I think. You know.
Yeah, Malaysia's just
Malaysia's there.
Yeah.
Malaysia's nice. Malaysia
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, like someone said to me, one professor, a Muslim, he said that it's an Arab professor. He said to me that it's a country that Muslims can be proud of.
Yes.
Yeah, and it just works.
Yeah, they haven't lost their dini sort of like
Nah.
the
No, they
dinias.
haven't. No, they haven't.
Yeah, it's like the dunya's there and whatever, but at the same time they
Extreme dunya is there.
yeah.
What I did see was,
But there's a lot of
you
Malaysians
know what I-
coming here for work.
Extreme
Tell you
dunya
what I
is-
did see in
extreme
India,
dunya
though?
is only in Kuala Lumpur.
what I saw in India was wealth.
Yeah.
The amount of wealth there. Like Hyderabad, where I'm from, is the second highest ultra net worth individuals in India.
Mm.
So what people are spending dollars, not rupees now,
Mm.
$200-300 on a night out
Mm.
without batting an eyelid. Clothes, right? There's clothes where you can easily spend up to 800,000 rupees just for dresses.
Mm.
The mind boggles.
What's that in dollars? Like $50 or something?
You divide by 50
800,000
rupees.
No, we're talking like
Yeah, by
10, 20
50.
grand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Right.
That's
Just- and that's
Pakistani
for a
rupees.
dress. That's not for the bridal gown.
Yeah,
It's a crore for you.
Oh, Pakistan is
Pakistani rupees.
different, right? What is the exchange rate with Paki rupees?
It's not good.
Don't worry, it's a crore for a dress.
Is it?
What is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
look
like a third. The Indian rupee is like a third of Pakistani rupees, like 3 times.
Higher?
One Pakistani rupee is like 30 paisa, like cents. Indian cents.
Wow.
So they used to be ahead of it. Like it used to be much more. Like 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. So the wealth is phenomenal.
Mm.
It's not unusual to see Lambos, Ferraris, Porsches,
Mm.
and I'm just looking at these guys.
But where do they drive?
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
infrastructure
you
is-
see this car and you're just like, just one guy on a bike has to fall on this car wrong, or just
Yeah.
something, and you're screwed.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's happening. People are living, but getting anywhere in traffic, you just
Yeah.
got to plan the whole day.
In Pakistan as well, there's like rich families.
And
And then they, like the guy's got a Lambo and he just like basically sits in his garage and just revs it
Yeah.
for a few seconds a day and then just
oh,
parks. it.
really?
Yeah.
No, there they drive. They enjoy
Yeah.
it. In India, they're enjoying
There are
it.
like in Islamabad, there's a motorway there. There's that motorway is really good, and then they've got like around Islamabad, there's like nice the
But,
roads.
but there's areas now that are completely Western country style.
Mm.
We're talking about malls that would
Yeah,
give
yeah.
Chadston a run for their money.
Wow,
Mhm.
Oh, that's impressive.
It's phenomenal, right? You walk in and you just be like,
I think that
I'm not in India. And the crazy thing is, all the food's halal. That's the
I
best.
think for a country of 1 billion,
Is
that's
it-
a very
is it halal?
small segment of the
It
society.
is.
to
It
be
is a
able-
very small segment.
That's why they're still coming here.
But
all
then,
the food is halal.
but
All the food is halal
yeah, most of the food's halal.
in Hyderabad or
In Hyderabad.
Oh, yeah, in
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Can you
Right.
eat beef in Hyderabad?
No. Oh no, there are places where you can eat beef,
Mm.
and there are places where beef is eaten and sold. We eat beef, right?
Yeah.
But
It's not.
the majority
it's
of
not
places, like
blue meat?
McDonald's, you're not going to see beef in McDonald's
Yeah,
or Hungry Jack's. Not that we went there; they're all
but
boiled.
in the north you can't. But in Hyderabad you can eat beef. Okay.
Right? I mean, yeah. So halim is beef halim,
Okay.
and
It's not buffalo.
nah, the guys that make the beef. The crazy thing is, these are all from Yemen. So
Okay.
Yemeni,
Hyderabad Yemenis, originally from Yemen.
originally from
Yeah, I
Yemen,
met these
but they
guys.
still fly. The Yemenis still fly to find
Yeah.
wives in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Oh,
Like it's so trippy. It's mind blowing.
what the biryani or to cook the biryani?
To find a wife, bro.
Yeah.
To find someone that can cook
Like they
biryani.
keep their connection to their roots.
Yeah, yeah.
There are those families, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
I met one like that.
Did you?
Yeah. He was telling me about his mum's from Yemen, and he's like, okay, whatever, man.
Yeah. And they wear the lungis.
No, he just looks like Indian. He looks Indian
They
to
wear
me.
the Yemeni lungis.
Yeah.
Now you can see the Yemeni in them.
Yeah, they're more handsome.
In the area, you can see the.
Sorry.
No money, no honey.
Anyway. Astaghfirullah.
I don't know. I didn't look at the men like in that way. Says the guy outside the Singapore mosque. Astaghfirullah.
He's not going to leave here.
Is that part of it though? I know.
It was a good one. I enjoyed it. Yes. It's all
So-
right. It's all good.
Is that protection of the eyes, or could you have looked for longer? 'Cause it's-
Allah.
Like if you didn't
Yeah.
know, Like if you knew that was a man, but say it was a very good.
I mean, after I knew it's a man, it's a man. Like,
No,
it's
but-
but before they
but-
like it's confused. They're like,
Yeah, but
I thought it was because it's
if
in
you
the
know
it's
it's
in the
a man-
night. It's dark. I having my
if you know it's
glasses
a
on.
man and it's a very good looking man,
It was dark night,
but
bro.
obviously, like, can you keep perving?
No, of course you
Right?
can't.
No, but it's a man.
No, even then.
It's not a woman.
Yeah, but I think perving is the problem.
Are you sure? Then why did you keep perving?
I did not.
I rest my case. Why did you lick your lips?
I did not.
I tell you.
Where are we?
So you went to Charminar.
We're talking about your attractions.
He's taking revenge for the.
Charminar's gone.
Eh?
What do you mean it's
Charminar is
gone?
not what it used to be
What is
in
what do you mean-
Hyderabad.
What do you mean it's
Okay,
gone?
so what's happened is now. Actually, let's not talk about this.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
Is it about
It's not.
politics?
It's not that it's gone. It's not that it's gone. Charminar is still there. Makkah Masjid is still there. The Jama Masjid, the main masjid. However, it's not being taken care of.
Mm.
There's in the masjid, around the masjid there I'm talking about. There's just rubbish everywhere. Like
That's
it's
nice.
it's really sad.
Yeah.
Now people walk in freely, women without tourists, whatever. They
Yeah, but
wanna
that's
wear.
in Dubai. That's in Saudi.
No,
In
no, no.
Masjid-
This
the
was
Prophet's
n-
mosque is
this
tourists
was
coming.
No,
So
but uncovered. This was
I'm
never
in,
in
the Prophet's mosque. When you say uncovered,
No,
like
no hijab. I'm talking about no hijab and
yeah, that's in front of the Prophet's mosque in the marketplaces around Medina.
No,
Vloggers, yeah, I saw this with my own eyes. Like I said, what the hell? Like it's so weird. It just like you can see it in the marketplace, like a, like you can see the awkwardness. Like the two, like I was with his, you can just see that it's like Shaitan's
Really?
made inroads. Yeah, yeah. Like yeah,
I didn't see that when maybe.
No, like you see
I was
bus of like
protecting my eyes,
German
not like what-
tourists
not like
just
what-
turn up and just.
Oh, okay.
It's, it's just weird. It's just weird.
You know what the difference is between you and me? That I protect my eyes when I go.
Yeah,
Like-
so we're in like market, and this like European lady just turns like she's a vlogger. She's vlogging her food and
No,
stuff.
bro.
They left the whole food. They didn't eat. Two Saudi guys brought her. They sat there. The thing is that you can see in the whole market, everyone sort of like shifts uncomfortably because it's not a norm. But they're great.
and that's not
they're
what they're there
normalizing
for.
it. They're normalizing
They're
it.
trying
yeah.
to normalize it.
Yeah, but you can see everyone and so everyone just keeps quiet.
What about the local guys?
and then just leave.
the
The
Saudi
local
guys that bought it, how were they? Just
of
chill?
course, he's shameless.
There was a viral video that went, and the two ladies ended up to the Prophet's Masjid even.
Inside.
Yeah, it's gone like it's gradual, just getting used to people used to like normalizing the outside world.
So do we have hadith there about all this?
It's not that; it's just where their country is headed. Like they had a concert this week or something.
Yeah.
This week?
And that concert where they had the outline of the Kaaba with people.
Well, I don't know if it was the outline of the Kaaba. It was like a cube.
Bro, Ed, did you see the
Yeah,
picture?
yeah. But what I'm saying is like it's like, mate, choose another shape at least.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
like they specifically go for like it's like almost like Shaitan. Like
What did they call it?
the creative director is Shaitan
What
himself.
did they call it? Mukab?
No, that's
No,
different.
That's different. That building is the size of 5 Empire State buildings.
Yeah, this is going to become like Qulais. Qulais is Abraha's Kaaba that
I
he
was
built
just
in
about.
Yemen.
I was just about to say. I will talk about
yeah.
Abraha.
Yeah, Abraha, like he built a fake
Was he
Kaaba
from
in
Yemen?
Sana'a, I think in Yemen. No, he was from Ethiopia, but he built a fake. He was a general. Because they ruled Yemen from Ethiopia, and so he built the Kaaba. He was jealous of the Kaaba, so he built like a fake Kaaba.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to all the fake stuff, right? So one of the Quraysh or somebody was there, Arab was there, and like he went and took a dump in there, like because he was so
Yeah.
offended. Like, how dare you? Like, you try to
Yeah.
imitate Allah's house. They had that sense of ghira, at least. So anyway, they just ticked him off, and he went and took the army, Ashab al-Fil, Surah Fil is regarding that, and tried to destroy the Kaaba out of his fit of anger. So these type of people who hate haqq or the elements of haqq, like he hated the Kaaba. The Kaaba is the house of Allah that Ibrahim alayhi salam built. And the deen, our deen is, we are in the deen of Hanif, the way of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. So people will try to demolish the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam, or they'll try. Shaitan will instigate it, But Allah is instituting a sharia, like all the acts of Ibrahim alayhi salam, even our salat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim. Like it's built into our deen.
What's that? No, I'm joking.
And what's salat? Let me have a class with you, my convert brother.
What were you just reading?
My newly converted
What
brother.
were you just, what were you just reading, brother?
So
what is this? Allahumma salli ala.
and so subhanallah, they really like it's like I said, the creative director is Shaitan
it
himself.
comes from inside. It's like, why are you so jealous?
Yeah.
It's an element of jealousy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an element of jealousy, an element of anger,
Yeah.
almost as in
Well, the Yahud,
why is everyone's attention
you know
so
what?
much?
I heard some good news today. Like there's all these Yahud that became Muslim in the last
Allahu
in the
Akbar.
last 1 year.
Really?
Yeah, and then you sort of like you press your brakes because you know like
Where
there's
in Israel?
we know
or
there's
out of
Yahud
Israel?
that we always know there's Jews that are like Finkelstein and there's so many thousands, so
May Allah
many
give him
that
hidayah,
are
bro.
anti
Yeah.
um, genocide and just very pro-Palestinian and you know they're very
the haqq, the truth.
well they're very human, like they're very sort of they don't have those things. And then there's another side, like sometimes you forget, like the most worst rabid Zionist anti-Islam forces and so forth,
Anti-human.
and just genocidal. Then when he hears, like I was just heard today, when you hear like, oh, okay, there's Yahud, oh yeah, they're human beings. Oh yeah, they're from the Ummah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then I was watching the video of these various people that Yahud that became Muslim last one
Yeah?
year. And Jews. So ethnically they're still Jews, but they accepted Islam. They accepted Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, accepted Islam and Deen, Shahada. And then you just look at them and just like you see them like a total different person. I said, oh, that's what Hidayah is, and we should be. I get it. One is destruction of the enemies of Islam, like dua against them, and Allah help our Muslim brothers and sisters. And the other side is, oh yeah, Hidayah is Allah can give Hidayah to anybody and take Hidayah away from anybody. Like it's Allah can give Hidayah. I mean, one of the wives of Rasulullah Sallallahu the wife of Rasulullah was a Yahudiya. She's from.
That's the one Aisha radiallahu anha used to be.
Yeah, so
not
it's
happy with.
and but you know, like it's just co-wives stuff. But the natural human sort of instincts.
Yeah.
But subhanallah, when you see that, like someone getting hidayah, and then you realize, oh yeah, people can, you know, like there's people seeking truth of all stripes.
Well, there are people
And
that
then people get hidayah of all stripes.
But
So
that's
it kind
anyway.
of breaks you. Then you look at, oh, okay, how many more Muslims are there among them? Like potential Muslims are there. You don't see them as like
that's your imamah. Because you're an alim, I don't know what it is, or you're just a good person. That's just thinking.
no. I
That's just thinking on it. For me,
if the person
I never thought
if
like
the
that.
person like Amr bin As radiallahu anhu, we say radiallahu anhu in his name, is the guy that is trying to get the Muslim's head chopped in the Najashi in Ethiopia, his court. And he's the guy that's sent as the envoy of the Quraysh. Like as an enemy of Islam to go bring, like imagine making the trip all the way from Mecca to Ethiopia, like 400 kilometers on like a boat or whatever to get across the Red Sea. The Red Sea is a pretty big, it's open sea and it's a big sea.
And you're a man of the desert.
And you go and you travel. You have a commitment to like bringing and they've run away. They're in a foreign land, so they're a small group of small group of Muslims, and then you're going all the way there to use your connections to. And then I think it's like 400 kilometers inland as well. So it's like it's not a coastal town.
Yeah, and it's not like a.
Yeah. And you're trying to, when you read that and he said, oh, someone can have that much enmity. Or Ikram bin Abu Jahl's son. He's known as Ikram, the son of Abu Jahl. That's his name. And he becomes a companion of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And he becomes a mujahid, becomes shaheed and so forth. And so I'm just trying to find the.
Abyssinia.
Yeah.
The distance. Where was it to? Was it to Addis Ababa?
No, because today he was like Sheikh Khalid was talking even.
Like Kenya.
Sheikh
Sorry?
Khalid was talking about like, I mean,
What's
hearing this about the Jews becoming Muslims, and you subhanallah, the forbearance of Allah, how Allah is forbearing, and what Allah subhanahu Sheikh Khalid was saying in the class that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
Can you pass me the pen?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written in one of the gates that Allahu Ghafur.
How's the class going?
It is what's written, Sheikh, you were mentioning that on one of the gates of Jannah, it's written.
It's a weak narration,
Okay.
which I mentioned. So that's why I don't want to quote in public.
Oh, so you're teaching weak narration. now, are you?
It's a meaningful grammatical benefit, and inshallah.
How is the class going?
No, mashallah, it's good.
Can you read Arabic?
It's going full speed now, bro.
Yeah.
Is he going
You
hard?
miss a class, yeah. His brothers want to join now after 5 weeks, and
Yeah, you told me like 2 weeks ago that it was too late.
Yeah. So he's the one that brought gifts from Quraysh. Like he came equipped with gifts
That's
for
crazy.
Najashi, and he wanted to expel them, the Muslims, and he was like the guy that was.
Most eloquent of them, I think.
Huh?
It was Amr bin As was
Yeah, he's going to get their heads chopped off. Like that's how much like his own relatives like he was that committed. But then he became he's known as Fatihul Misr, right? The conqueror of Egypt. He built the first masjid in Africa. You know, the same person. I went to it. Amr bin As Masjid in Egypt, in Cairo. Oh, it's in Cairo
So
now.
if Netanyahu reads Shahada,
Yeah, we have no choice. Yeah, we don't have a choice, and that's not our. If Wahshi killed Hamza radiallahu anhu, if
was just
Ikram bin
thinking
Jahal,
about that. I was
Abu
just thinking
Sufyan ibn Harb, Abu Sufyan ibn Haris, this Sahaba who fought,
Even
became,
Hind-
they
even
fought like
Hind,
2
yeah.
decades against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
even
Right.
Hind.
Hind, yeah, like there's like so like on one side, like it kind of makes you it's good that we snap out of it because the politics, of course, we have to deal with all that and help our brothers and sisters. There's a brother from Gaza. He'd been in Australia 5 months. He came. He was sitting in the mosque the other day.
wow.
So he's got family here. So he came 5 months ago. So he was sitting in my dars the other day, and I mentioned some things about Gaza and Palestine, and he was sitting at the back. I don't know who he is. And then afterwards, he came and said salam, jazakumullah khair, because I really like enjoyed the dars, and like it was just he brought it very close to home, the suffering there and the pain. You can just see on him like he's like he's been through a very difficult year, and still because his relatives are over there, and you know it's not easy.
It's the kids that hits me the hardest.
Yeah, the pain of the innocent. Yeah,
These children.
yeah.
babies.
Someone said something today about the kid sleeping at the grave of his parents, and oof, yeah, like that. So sometimes like the suffering is real, the pain it is real, and the pain is real, and then like when you see like this glimmer of hope, Hidayat can be written for such people as well. Things can change, like come out of left field, you know, surprises you that people have got Hidayat because of this in the last 1 year. They got exposed to Islam, you know.
Well, a lot of people got exposed to true Islam in the last 1 year.
Yeah,
Like even if you look at the US and Australia, how many, and even Europe, you know, the highest reverts in Europe are like 25 to 35-year-olds, women. And it's stressing out Europeans.
yeah. You saw the Nigel Farage comment?
Nah.
Like basically like he's going through the stats of the Muslims, and those stats are there. Maybe they're a bit exaggerated because like we got to bring them on our side because we can't stop them. There's too many of them. Like his thing is like we should like cooperate with them. Yeah. But like Hidayat is the most, I always say this, Hidayat is the most beautiful thing in the world. Someone doesn't know Allah and now knows Allah. Doesn't know their Prophet, knows their Prophet now. Doesn't know Islam, doesn't know the purpose of their life now, knows it. Like what could be more beautiful in this world than that? That's like someone who didn't have Hidayah then gets Hidayah. Regardless of where they started. You know. I know it's hard sometimes. And even for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like Wahshi, he killed the Prophet's uncle and he caused pain to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, don't come see. When I look at you, remind me of my uncle. Like he became a Sahabi, like we said, Wahshi radiallahu anhu, right? And he met Rasulullah and he died on Iman. You know? And,
yeah, that's I always think about that. Like,
yeah,
that's hitting home
like
right now.
Ikram bin Abi Jahl as well. 20 years, man. He had like stats against the Muslims. You know, like he worked up, he fought against the Muslims. So Abu Sufyan was a commander against the Muslims. Like he's the one that in Uhud would say to the Muslim. He became a Sahabi and he said, "This is for our," because they killed 70 Muslims. This is for our 70 in Badr. Like we took our revenge. Like imagine he's the guy that's speaking on behalf of Quraysh to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Sahaba who were pushed up into the mountain, and he's making a proclamation on behalf of Mushrikeen. And subhanAllah, he's the one. Khalid bin Walid,
Yeah.
like
Badr,
Khalid bin Walid, radiallahu anhu, like
Uhud.
the sword of Allah, and he had they said that he made someone is saying something because he made the eyes of like Medina, the people of Medina, their eyes red from crying because
When
so
he
many
became
orphans,
Muslim.
so many widows
Oh, wow.
that he was responsible for. He had so much blood on his hand. And he goes, on the day that he became Muslim, the same house will celebrate his Islam.
Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, that's something that like I think as a Muslim, like you it's not
true,
easy. It's
it's
not.
true.
I'm not speaking. I'm speaking on behalf of like I cannot speak for every Muslim, but it's something hopeful that we see the most important thing, which is hidayah for ourselves and others, which we make dua for every day. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, guide us all, and even the enemies of Islam. Either Ya Allah, you give them a guide. If hidayah is not written, Ya Allah, destroy them. Ya Allah, remove them. Ya Allah, if their hidayah is not written for them, then Ya Allah, you destroy them, protect the Muslims from them. You know, but then because that glimmer, when you're saying the hidayah, maybe is written for them. And we have examples of that from Sirah and
We have
throughout
some
the whole
ex-
history.
yeah, you're
Enemies
right.
of Islam will become Muslims. You know, So,
Still pretty full on.
it doesn't matter. Like
that's
where
a different level of
it just gives you a moment of pause to see the bigger picture. Yeah, it's not me, it's somebody else that pointed it out, you know. And I say, subhanallah, it's that's something like we as Muslims have to. It's not an easy thing to do. If for those people, there might be impossible because they've gone through so much pain. Yeah. How do you tell them that the people, the ones who cause harm, you know? Yeah. And speaking of that, which like, we seeing like Allah. I don't know what sometimes Allah sets up a stage.
Oh, bro.
Sometimes Allah sets up a stage, like now, like with Trump coming in, and then the type of people that he selected, like rabid Zionists, have been selected, like more extreme. And you can see what type of people that are in power, like how power hungry they are.
Both sides are the same.
Yeah, but like for example, like, you know, like Biden, he wanted war and all that sort of stuff in Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
See what he said today or yesterday?
The missiles.
Long-range missiles can be used within Russia.
That's
territory.
crazy.
But look at what he's leaving for Trump on the way out. You know, like he's digging a hole for him.
Yeah.
You know, in the next,
crazy.
so if it's permissions given now, we're in November, December, January, 2.5 months, anything could happen where Russia just goes all out. Like, oh, you're going to come shoot missiles into our country? We're coming in like...
Well, that's what Zelensky said. He said he said, we'll let our missiles do the talking.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, but basically they're digging a hole for...
I think we should do a deep dive into Ukraine and conspiracy theories.
Well, not conspiracy theories.
No. There's a lot of them as to why it's Ukraine and why it's happening. I'm reading about BlackRock buying up a lot of Ukrainian land.
Farm, and then also the rare earth minerals that are there.
So many different things, like where it's just like...
It's got the richest soil in the whole of Europe. Yeah.
Well, Ukraine was the food grain of the world. The wheat grain or belt.
Yeah. Because of soil, that soil is so good, and
At the start of the thing, that's where I think Turkey negotiated ships coming out of Ukraine.
Yeah.
With all these crops. So
because the price of wheat was going. In Australia, we don't feel it. There's no difference here because we're a producer of wheat.
But
it's amazing how much the price went down in the last 2 years of wheat in Australia.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I was a Zakat al-Fitr, I did the calculations. So I was like, what? Like everything else, like the whole Australia is, like everything's going expensive, but wheat price has gone down.
Has it?
I mean, based on my calculation, like it was like, no, it was different last year. It's this year. It's like, it doesn't change at all. It's like a 10% decrease.
No hit from inflation.
Yeah, it's strange. I think it's like the amount is it's so abundant here, the wheat production, that it actually doesn't like
affect.
Yeah. But anyway, like if you think about it as a staple for surviving, it's actually the same. Like So
it's quite interesting as to, is this about NATO or is there ulterior motives? There's so many different things. And the thing is, I think we'll only know all of it on the Day of Judgment, what the reality is.
Oh, I don't think you would care about it on the Day of Judgment. You know.
You know? Inshallah not.
Huh?
Inshallah we'll be under the shade of Allah's throne.
Inshallah, I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't really care. If we're under the shade of the Arsh and hopefully go into Jannah, inshallah, Allah give us that. Then I don't think we care about what Ukraine was about. And how much rare earth minerals, who was taking it, what was their actual reason.
No, what I mean is when the account happens and people have to say, hey, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Oh, that was what he did.
I don't think we're worried about
I don't think we're going to be worried about Epstein Island or who's on the list. I don't think we're going to be worried about those things in Day of Judgment.
Killed JFK.
Yeah. I don't think.
Was Elvis alive in 2024?
I don't think that's going to be our concern.
Was Michael Jackson a Muslim?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Inshallah he was.
Yeah. So anyway, that's so him coming in,
It's Princess Diana,
and he's like gone like the people
full
that he's
throttle.
chosen
Full throttle.
for every department.
Full throttle. Like there's no mercy there.
Yeah.
But it's again the neocon establishment.
Yeah.
If you have a look at what was his border thing in the phone we're talking about today? You're telling me start deporting all the illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
But on another level.
Yeah. Well, that might be that's reasonable. Yeah.
Illegal immigrants, yeah.
Yeah, because they came illegally. So, but have you seen the videos?
America's on a different level.
Have you seen who's coming across the border?
Africans.
No.
Mexicans.
Indians, Sikhs,
Indians.
They go to Mexico or South America, Guatemala. They come across. It's not South Americans. They're not also Chinese.
Yeah, I saw
the Mexican border.
I saw the
Mexican border. Who's coming across the border? There's Indians coming across the border. there's like Sikhs coming across. I mean, saying Sikhs because they identify with Sikh.
Brothers, what I think, brother.
Chinese military aid Chinese for mainland China coming. They said military age because they're like if you look at them, they're like young men who are fit, and they're just coming across the border and like streaming across the border.
So is there another plan that's...
well, they're saying this is like a fifth column or something's being prepared or some, not fifth column, but you know what I mean, like within America, within the States.
But do you think that's the case?
I don't think so. I think it's just people, the economic migrants. But the numbers that are coming across is ridiculous. And who's coming? You think it's like just South Americans?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, from Honduras and Ecuador and all these. No. It's like from all over the world. It's crazy.
So they fly into there.
South American countries, whichever one, or usually Mexico or whatever, or something.
And then just cross the border.
And they do that walk, across. Yeah, it's bizarre.
But what possesses you to... That's full on. You must have a tough life at home to do that.
Or they want a better life, or
Or the...
Yeah. But anyway,
there was that video about that.
There was a guy who was like crying on the video after Trump got elected, and it's a parody or whatever. He's like crying and he's saying about how he goes, my mother-in-law's she's a illegal immigrant, and he's like, she goes, she lives like,
crying there.
10 Smith Street, and he goes, I don't know what's going to happen to her, and she lives in New York, and he's giving out her, he's joking obviously. Yeah. What will I do?
But he's given her exact location.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the mother-in-law.
So, anyway,
I need to do some more research on this border crossing.
Huh?
But it's. I think Trump is using the army now doing that.
Israel wants to go to war with Iran,
and
so they're using Trump to get him out of Ukraine.
So that he go after Iran.
So you can concentrate on one front.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
And therefore Biden saying use these missiles is playing with their plans. Or that could be part of their plan.
Yeah, getting bogged down.
Yeah. So they don't want that. They want the pure focus on Iran, like what happened to Iraq.
It's a crazy move, and you can see it's been planned for a while. Like they've kept the missiles, like they've kept them there, put a restriction on it. You can't use it. And so as he's leaving power, because they're coming to Christmas and everything, government's going to be closed and all that. And then basically over this like 6 weeks, there's going to be transition period. So everything's going to go quiet and people are going to be transferring all the position and so forth. And he goes, just left the deep state basically said, all right, we can still be, he's going to pull out of Ukraine. We're going to make sure he doesn't pull out. So we're going to commit to war and force him to be committed. And Russia's going to go full crazy when we start shooting missiles into it, or they're going to start. Ukraine does. So that's crazy. Yeah, that's the the crazy. And you're right. Like, it could be just pull out of Ukraine and go into Iran. But that is just going to go crazy in the Middle East. Even Iran, like they went back and forth. There's meetings between Saudi. They don't want a war. The Gulf states don't want to. They don't have the appetite. They just want to make money and live.
I think Iran's in on it.
Huh?
I think Iran's in on it.
You reckon?
Yeah, with Israel.
A lot of people saying that they're doing these like very small scale attacks.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
I think
because once it starts, like there's too many, and also in the east, was it South China Sea, like with Taiwan, right? That also is like a thing that's cooking, because was it Xi, the president?
Yeah.
So Xi
Jinping.
Yeah, so he doesn't. He wants, the reason I extended his thing, basically life. It's like a king, basically, China. So
dictator.
Yeah, whatever. But
he's doing a good job for China.
And so the thing is that on his watch, they want to see that Taiwan comes under their control. Once that front, I think China's probably just waiting for another front to open up.
They are. That's exactly what's happening. Like, it's so and the resources are already stretched. Because the Houthis the other day attacked an American aircraft carrier.
Oh, wow.
Which was forced to retreat.
Wow. Okay.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
With all the logistics. With all the logistics and everything that comes with it. So now, if you're fighting on all these different fronts, you can't be concentrating in one place, no matter how huge you are.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I think like the level of Zionists that come in,
Oh, it's
Huckabee and a few of the other characters,
what
they're like
about-
full on. Like when
Yeah,
you watch
but
their
did you what
videos,
Daniel Andrews said the other day?
what do you say?
With Daniel Andrews, where he's like, stop funding Hamas. If you're giving money to, all these people that like Hamas, basically what he's saying is protesters or whatever, I'll stand by you publicly.
Yeah,
So he's just like the level of ruthlessness. And I always think, what have they got on him? What have they got on you that's so bad that as a person that used to wear their heart on your sleeve or whatever you want to call it, and stand up for a right, now you just don't even talk about it.
yeah,
Elbow, classic example.
yeah. It's bizarre. Yeah, like something else is going on that we don't know the specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know actually. Like
What's actually going on?
We're not
behind
privy
the
to
scenes.
it. Like
No.
yeah, and you said that who's pulling the strings?
Think about it. This
Yeah.
is the same guy that was full on against Zionism for Palestinians.
Yeah, that did you see the? It's it's a mess. Like the online is a different world. There was what do you call it? What's her name? What's the premier's name? Victoria Premier.
Jacinta Allen.
Yeah, she had a thing the other day. It was regarding the Maya and
Yeah, the
holiday season.
meltdown.
Huh?
Where she was talking about it's not right and,
The protesters
Yeah.
at the Maya windows, whatever. And because they're protesters, I was listening to 3W yesterday morning, and they were talking about like they were holding up a sign, "You look stupid for staring at windows," while there's children dying overseas, right? So they they're using their right to freedom of speech and to bring attention to
what's going on?
yeah, and it wouldn't have mattered if this country wasn't so supportive of it and defending it. I mean, they did support a Palestinian state in UN. Australia did.
Now they do.
Yeah. I'm saying
1 year later.
Yeah. But no. But that's like a long-term issue. It does not really help with the current situation.
Okay.
Yeah. They abstain from condemning, I think. Yeah. So,
But what are you saying? Finish your point.
yeah. So the other day she was making the statement, and the board of imam member that was there. I'm sure what capacity they were there in, but like she's the next Dan Andrews. She's brought in by Dan Andrews, who's getting a Star of David,
Yeah.
and she'll be getting the next Star of David probably. So, she's cozied up already. She's not going to be anything different. So why?
right.
So why are we even there for a Labor? I guess a seat at the table is, an empty seat is not a position. Like apparently, so.
I don't know, man. Let's see what happens next election.
Huh?
I'm curious to see what happens in the next election.
There are some people who won the what do you call it? The pro-Palestinians. Many have won
many
the
have.
council election,
Many
but
have.
nothing has come out of it. Like in terms
No,
of
but it is a sign for federals.
yeah,
That's why there's a lot of tune changing now.
Yeah,
and
because,
it's literally preparation for elections.
Because even in I think the vote that was the recent, the Palestinian
That's what I'm saying. All of
self-determination,
this,
Australia voted in favor.
all of this is in preparation for the elections. If there wasn't elections due next year, I think May is
Yeah.
what they're predicting, we wouldn't be in this position.
I agree to that.
You're
yeah.
falling asleep, Irfan.
No.
So that was another thing that was on the news recently as well about that kid, 14 years old, who was
Oh, the
groomed. He was
autistic-
groomed by the federal police, and then they waited until he was 14 then to arrest him, and he's autistic apparently as well.
Yeah.
And there was a imam involved in it as well, so but they haven't commented on it. But the police, I think it's a bad. These CVE things are not good.
How do
They're
you
not
sleep at night?
The counter extreme violence. Look,
Yeah.
we will tell people as Muslims we're required, to tell the right and wrong according to Islam.
Yeah.
We don't need the
Yeah.
police to tell us, and we involve with the police and be in bed with them. To I think that's a very
Are you telling me there was an imam involved in the arrest of that kid?
no. I think he bailed out and gave some heads up to the family or something like that. There was a article and something along those lines. Let me just see where it is. I'll just bring it up. Yeah. So I'm just bringing it up. It's in my feed. And Yeah. So there are moments in the investigation that continue to trouble them. An imam has been provided the support Thomas de-radicalization efforts as part. This is from the Guardian. As part of the Community Integration Support Program (CISP), a Victoria Police Service run with the support of the board imams. The family says that their provided imam told them weeks before Thomas' arrest to be wary and that he was quitting the case, as he had been told. He has been told police were waiting until Thomas turned 14 for him to be charged. Fleming, the magistrate, later found police had indeed waited until Thomas turned 14 charged, knowing that if he was charged sooner, there was a legal presumption against him being cognitively aware of his conduct. So, yeah. So,
I wonder if the family can sue. Or will they sue?
Yeah.
I hope they do.
I mean, you have to commend the imam giving the heads up to the family for what's actually going on, and he quitting it.
That take big ones. That's.
But at the same time, the fact that you were working for the police and that's not a good look either. So I think we can tell. I mean, I had people come to me and ask they want to do crazy things.
Have you?
Yeah, years ago, not now. And he sat and just talked to them and just explained to them no, that's not the way we do things as Muslim. That's not Islam. What you're talking about. You're angry, understandably so, but what you're doing is you're talking about something. So we, in a way, it's like family violence. I don't need to take $100,000 from the government and put on a salary to tell people follow the Quran and Sunnah and don't,
bash your wives and kids.
Bash your wife, that's not I can say that, have good akhlaq and so forth. Explain that. I need to, and have a right place to say that, not at a nikah.
Yeah, I know, man.
I don't know, you heard, but some imams are telling the guy at the nikah, don't bash your wife.
Don't bash your wife.
That's crazy.
Be loving with her and
don't bash her.
It's are you serious?
The cringe to the
wife's just did you just give him an idea?
Sorry?
The wife's just did you just give him an idea? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, ashiruhun bil ma'ruf, leave them in kindness. That's what the Quran says. But it's supposed to be a happy occasion. You go through the worst. But these things don't need to be the job of an imam. As an imam, is he doesn't need the government to pay him to do that. Yeah. He can say these things to his congregation, teach the people. He's supposed to teach the people deen, and supposed to tell them the social ills and how to protect yourself from this ill. And tell the positive, and if people have extreme allergy, explain to them that no, your view is crazy. You're talking about going, and many people are very simple, and they're young, they're fired up. Said what you're talking about is going to a Muslim country and killing other Muslims. That's what you're talking about. You're not going to be doing anything for Islam. You're going to actually be hurting Muslims.
Oh, you're talking about back then?
It's 10 years ago. And alhamdulillah, they turn around. Yeah, pay me $100,000 for $200,000 for doing your work. It is our work. It is explaining deen to people. It's not about explaining something else. It's explaining deen to people. This is and not to be a sellout. It's money, right? It's all these things are about money.
It's about money.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So maybe these imams looked at it as, I'm going to do this anyway. It's deen anyway. I'm just getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Did you get paid for it, Maulana?
I didn't get paid for it.
100% you didn't. I know you didn't for a fact.
I think we have to learn to not get the handouts and whatnot from the...
Says the guy that was just marketing Oppo, just saying.
Our cameras overheated. One of our cameras overheated.
How do you know that?
It just went on the screen. Yeah, that one's overheated.
The big one?
Yeah.
Wow, that's my camera.
Yeah.
How does it overheat?
I don't know.
The whole time.
Yeah.
What did you do to it?
Anyway.
Did you stuff my camera up?
All right.
Yeah. When you buy cheap stuff, yeah.
Oh, wow. This was not cheap and you know it. All right.
Oh,
it was cheaper than yours anyway.
So
thank you for
keep
watching.
making dua and remember us in your duas and inshallah.
Please remember us in your duas. We need a lot of duas.
Assalamu alaikum.
Especially Maulana when he goes to Singapore.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. No money, no honey, eh?